Michael P. Clive is here. He's the expert chef at Weber Grill. Weber is known for being such a great barbecue. I got one. Who doesn't, right?
Well, you know your grill game, and you know that investing in a good barbecue is going to stand the test of time. It's going to last you a long time in all your years of grilling. So I'm happy to hear that.
So what do you do at Weber Grill?
Well, at the Weber Grill Academy, it's an indoor grilling school. If you can imagine that Weber built their offices here in Canada a few years ago, and with that I came aboard and we built an indoor grilling school where we would take people's grill games to new heights, okay? Whether it be beginner stuff with the classic backyards, the steaks, the burgers, the pizzas, or maybe you want to get into smoking food, brisket, pulled pork. We teach these things.
I really want to start doing that.
Yeah, well, we like to try and strip the mystique that these things are difficult and empower people to better their grill game. So I came here today because I wanted to help you better your grill game. Now, you're well versed in grilling, but I thought maybe we'd tackle cedar plank salmon today. Are you into that?
Yes.
All right. So when we're doing cedar plank salmon at the Grill Academy, we like to encourage everybody to take their cedar planks, soak them for 30 minutes, and then actually...
In what, water?
Yeah, just water.
Okay.
Yeah, save all that expensive wine and tasty wine for something else. Use water, soak it for about 30 minutes, a plank like so, and then the trick is charring it a little bit.
Oh, you did that on purpose.
We did this on purpose, and what will happen is this charring of cedar will infuse into the salmon from the bottom up, enveloping our food with, again, that nice aroma of cedar. So with that, we would then take our charred board, cool to the touch, and we would now start preparing our salmon. I brought some Atlantic salmon today.
Lovely.
I like it a lot. And what we'll do is we'll lightly oil it up. And so I have just a little olive oil over here. And I like to keep things really simple, okay? I like to just put a little olive oil on. I like to brush it on. And then just simply with salt and pepper, we'll season it up. Now,
because we're going to get flavor from that cedar plank.
Yes, we want salmon and cedar to sing in this symphony, okay? And so with that, we'll hit it with some salt. And from there, it then goes on to the plank. All right, so simple. I mean, we could finish this up at the end with a little herbs of tarragon, perhaps, or even parsley. We could place that there.
Skin side down.
Skin side down is going to make the removal of the actual fish much easier later on. Now, if we go over to the kettle here, we'll talk about placement. We're doing charcoal grilling here, and so look at what we have here. We've got a couple pieces of the Atlantic salmon, just like we treated. We put the board over here, and over here you'll notice charcoal on the left, charcoal on the right. That's called indirect cooking. Oh. And so with the natural shape of this kettle, this charcoal grill, the heat swirls around the cedar plank and properly baking it.
You can do that on a gas grill though, right?
You could absolutely do that, and with that technique, I think of mom, okay? I think medium, off, medium, as far as burner configuration, all right? Medium, high heat, off in the middle, and medium, high heat.
To recreate the
Yes.
heating.
You know,
all right. Okay.
And so that's as simple as that. That would take, again, we would close the lid once we place it on the grill because looking isn't cooking, Val. All right, looking isn't cooking. And so we would take maybe 25 minutes. I could set a time, but what I'm really looking for is about an internal doneness of 135 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
We teach a lot about owning a thermometer, knowing your donenesses. And then, if that wasn't good enough, we've got Hasselback potatoes, okay? So let's reveal them over here in this little portable grill.
Look, they look like little accordions.
Oh, they do. And the flavor trapped in each of those incisions of the butter and the garlic and the olive oil, it's amazing. And I'll show you quickly how that's done. We'll close the lid because looking isn't what?
Cooking.
You know it. Wooden spoon, potato, sharp blade. This is going to act, the wooden spoon, as a guide to make sure we don't cut right through the potato, all right? It acts as a guide, and we just, when you're preparing food for friends and family, you take the time. And we're taking the time right now to make these baby incisions so that when they grill, they open up like petals, all right?
Beautiful.
And again, traps lots of flavor. So that is our Hasselback. Now, we have a succotash over here. Ever had succotash?
Succotash.
Grilled vegetables, zucchini, corn, roasted red peppers, edamame, and then here's a little trick on how to cut your kernels. I use a bunt pan. I know. It's a bit of a hack, and so here we go. We can now collect our kernels very, very neatly, as opposed to them flying all over our cooking counter.
I love it, because nobody's baking bundt cakes anymore.
You're right.
So we've all got one that was passed down to us from somebody.
But I'll tell you, Val, at the Grill Academy, we do desserts, appetizers, entrees, and in our desserts, we do many cakes come hot off the grill.
Just
okay?
watch it with that knife. Holy.
You're right. I'll tame it down a bit. So with that, we would collect our kernels. We would then mix up a beautiful succotash.
Yum.
And so again, we've got succotash. We've got some cedar plank salmon. It's going to be presented with the little radicchio, the parsley, the fennel.
Remind me how long this corn would have taken on the grill?
Oh, we take it about 7 to 8 minutes to get the nice little bit of char, a little bit of color on the actual kernels.
Okay.
And it gives it a little taste of the grill, you know, rather than just boiling your corn. You get a little more flavor. The sugar is kind of caramelized. All right. And so with this salmon, being what it is, it's almost ready to come off, and we'll plate it up here with a little dill cream and the radicchio. But if we can go down to the smoker.
Ooh.
Let's go down to the smoker here. Colin, cameraman, let's go down here. Let's lift up this lid to reveal smoked chicken wings, the drumettes, okay? Yes, and so with just a liberal basting of, say, a Louisiana hot sauce, we could just give them that much more flavor. Now, this is true indirect cooking that's happening here.
What is that color from? Is that from the sauce you're doing?
That's a little bit of the sauce speaking, and that is also the color of the smoked food.
Really?
Okay? And so underneath all of this, we have charcoal, we have wood chunks, and we have smoldering. And so with that, we get lots of flavor from the wood and the charcoal onto the food. And that's delicious.
What's the temperature that it gets to with a smoker? Because it's not as hot as an oven or a grill, right? You
know that with smoking food, you want to try and do that slow and low. Slow and low. So a long cook time with a low temperature, something around 275, whereas our cedar plank salmon is at 400 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So again, that's good, and it will take a little longer, maybe 2.5 to 3 hours to impart good smoke flavor onto the chicken wings. But boy, oh boy, where I used to like deep fried wings, I'm now a huge fan of smoked wings.
I gotta see that again. Look at this gorgeous flavor.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And so, you know, maybe in the next segment we'll plate some up. Again, with the cedar plank salmon, I'm gonna just pull this off the grill. We were looking for an internal doneness of 135 Fahrenheit. And so it's at this point where really a couple things happen. You take a clean knife, you can just make an incision underneath the salmon like so.
Holy, that was easy.
Very. And then with this mounted onto our plate with the dill cream next to it, we're looking at something that you might want to try and recreate this weekend. Again, maybe come visit us at the Weber Grill Academy. And the website will show you the classes, whether it be beginners, advanced, smoking, webergrillacademy.ca.
Can we really do that? We can actually take a class from you and you'll show us all this good stuff?
Oh yeah, that's what we do. My right-hand man, Damien Chong, and myself, we teach these classes. We take people who come in, pit masters, they want to share their stories. We take beginners, we take zeros to backyard heroes, all right? And we teach people how to safely light up charcoal. You know, a lot of people don't know that, and we can talk about it coming up. Just how easy it is to get charcoal grilling happening.
And I love that you can have a smoker in your backyard that doesn't require you to, you know, like put down a concrete pad or something.
Sure,
look how convenient that is for you. You can have one of those.
I take one of those on the road with me. That's a nice little 14-inch diameter.
Love it.
Beautiful, portable.
So we're going to have more with Chef Michael P. Clive and the Weber Grill Academy and all these fabulous classics when we come back. Stick around.